So hello, welcome to Easy IL. Today is lesson number 5 and the topic today is the table below gives information on consumer spending on different items in 5 different countries in 2002. To remind you, the structure we're going to use is for introduction, just write one sentence, overview, 2 sentences, for detailed paragraph 1 and detailed paragraph 2. You can write like 4 or 5 sentences, sometimes you write less, sometimes you write more. It depends. And okay, so move on. We're going to talk about the introduction. There actually, if you watch my other lesson, like from 1 to 4, you know already it's how easy it is just to write the introduction. Just paraphrase the topic here. For example, like this, and you got the introduction. I don't want to spend more time explain about the introduction, and we'll be going to move on to the overview. For overview for the table, you want to look at the column and rows, look for the highest and lowest number to write. For example, it's easy to see like the people spend most on food, drink, and tobaccos, and spend lowest on leisure and education. So very easy to see. And if we look at the column here, you can see this number is highest, and the column here, this number is highest, the column here, this number is highest. And now you can see like easy to see like Turkey spend more than other country. Okay, so that is our overview. Overall, all countries spend the most on food, drink, and tobacco, while expenditure on leisure and education were the lowest. The expenditure of Turkey was higher than other countries. Okay, so now we go into outline our body 1, body 2. So in IELTS writing task 1, you should spend at least 5 minutes to lay out your body 1, body 2, and you think of what you are going to write about. For example, in this lesson, I think the easy way to do is body 1, we talking about food, drink, tobaccos, and leisure education. And body 2, we're talking about clothing and footwear. Okay, so, or body 1 you can say about food, drink, tobacco. Body 2 you can write about clothing, footwear, leisure, and education. It doesn't matter. Okay, if we look closely to the column here, food, drink, and tobacco, you can see Turkey. The number for Turkey is highest, and the number for islands is lowest. Okay, and we got a 2 number, and we're going to pick up another one. You can pick up like Italy, Spain, in particularly like this. I'll just pick up this one, island. Okay, so we'll say island lower and Sweden lowest. And move on to leisure and education. You can clearly see like Turkey is highest and Spain is lowest. This number over here. That enough. You don't need to talk about Ireland, Italy, or Sweden, because as I said in IELTS writing task 1, you don't have to write about everything on the graphs or on the table. Okay, so for body 2, we go into pick up the highest number, which is in Italy. The lowest number, it is Spain. It is Sweden. It has to be in Sweden. This one, I'm sorry about that. It is in Sweden. Okay, this. And other country, you can say this number. You can say like about 6.5, about 6.5, about 6.5. So you can say that in other country, they spend like about 6.5% on clothes and on clothing and footwear. Okay, this is the body 1, body 2. So now we're going to write our body 1, body 2. Okay, so look at the body 1. We're going to write about food, drink, tobacco, and leisure and education. Okay, to begin with, you can see this is our layout, the outlines. So you will start. Turkey spend the most money on food, drink, and tobacco at around 32%. You can say 32%. While the figure for Ireland was slightly lower at nearly 29%. Sweden spent the least money on the items at only 15% of the total expenditure. You can round up on the number, for example, 28.9, you can say nearly 29. It's okay. It's okay to do so. Okay, we continue talking about leisure and education. The proportion of spending on leisure and education were higher in Turkey at this number, whereas the figure for spend were lowest at only 1.9%. So this is our body 1. I think I'm going to make another video to talk more detail about how to how to lay out, how to write your Type 1 essay. So after I finish on the map, on the graphs, I'm going to do it. Okay, okay, now we continue to write our body 2. For body 2s, it is just a reminder. Instead of use the word spending, we use expenditure and these. Okay, we only have like 2 numbers here. No, actually it's 3 numbers. I'm sorry, I'm missing 1. Okay, in terms of clothing and footwear, Italy spent more than other country, about 9%. Okay, you can see it's 9% here, while the lowest proportion was seen in Spain. No, I'm sorry, in Sweden. That's I'm sorry about this. In Sweden, the other countries spend on average around 6.5 each. So this is our body 2. So now this is the entire essay. So you need to write this down and read it a couple of times, so that you can understand how we write our introduction, how we write the overview, and how we pick up the number to write for body 1, body 2. And I think that's enough for today. And I'm going to see you in another video talking about other graphs. And that's all. So thank you for watching. You have a good day. Bye bye.